most of the MCs in Uganda were inspired by Cats.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he did a lot for him to be recognized as MC Cats. And most MCs wanted to be like him. That's where they all went wrong. You could not be like him. Yes, you could pick some few things from him, but you can't be like him. For me, I'm going to tell you something funny. It is only when Hypeman Paul came through that all posters started having Hypeman.
Facts.
You get it? That one you can look for it.
Sure, yeah.
Because all these guys tried to do this. You get it? It is only when I worked with the band from Swans Avenue that now we have.
Hello viewers, welcome back to yet another episode of the Dark Roast podcast. And today I'm bringing you someone who many of you might know, but one thing for sure, we are going to have an interesting conversation with this gentleman. For those of you who have been at Spanish Town, you've met him. For those of you who have been in the night entertainment, you know his role. So without going any further, I would want to head straight into the conversation with our guest today. Senior, please take it over. You can tell the people who you are, because as for me, I know you as Hypeman Paul. So, who is Hypeman Paul?
But yeah, she's Hypeman Paul. I'm an entertainer. For those who have been to Spanish Town, as he has said, if you have been to Sand in Kingston, if you have been to Thrones on Fridays, if you've been to X-Hub, we might have met at some point. Yeah. My job is hyping. I work with DJs, bands. I think that is it.
Okay. So you just heard from the man. And today we want to know from him. Because honestly speaking, when you look around in this industry of ours, what he does, there are not so many people that do it. So I want to try and understand who is the hype man and what does the hype man do at the occasions where they do serve. What is the role of a hype man in an event? What is the role of an hype man at a party?
Okay.
If you could give us a few insights about what they really do.
I think most people confuse the perspective of a hype man and then MC. Because an MC is supposed to be a host. It's supposed to tell you what is happening, what is supposed to go on, the whole program, the whole lineup.
Yes.
That is the job of an MC.
Yes.
But a hype man is supposed to be working with DJs, with artists, with bands, with instruments, because the main purpose of them being a hype man is them talking about what is happening at that moment. You get. For them, they are not about advertising or what. They are energizing.
Yes.
The whole scenario of the DJ. When a hype man is with a DJ, he's not running the show. No. His purpose is to make sure the DJ's vibe is amplified. You get.
Yes.
If it is a band, it's supposed to be that.
Okay.
It's supposed to just hype the whole situation. Yeah.
You mentioned the DJs having that relationship with the hype man. How important is that relationship between the hype man and the DJ? Because there are times when I've heard DJs make complaints about hype men. Then there have also been hype men making complaints about the DJs. How important is that relationship? And how do you build it? Is it just natural? Do you just sink in?
I think the best way to give this one to you is, you see, to a DJ, a hype man is like an accessory. You get it? There are different kinds of DJs. There are DJs who can work with hype men. There are DJs who can't. There are DJs that work with pads. They will have a DJ set, but with pads on the side.
Yes.
There are DJs who can't. There are DJs who can scratch. There are DJs who can't. You get it? So there are specific DJs who can bond with hype men, and they would feel like they would need that accessory.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
So when that happens, you're going to find instances where they have synchronized, and now it's one harmony now. It's like one thing. No one is trying to outshine the other.
Yes.
No one is fighting. Like, everyone is understanding the main job. The hype men are necessary for a particular kind of DJs.
Okay, because I've seen on some occasions some DJs really being so good at the thing of hyping. Is it possible that a person can be a DJ and also be the hype man themselves at the same occasion?
You remember the part where I've told you it's one harmony? So you can find that one harmony in one person.
In one individual, yes. Because we very well know some of the DJs who are so good at that in most cases they will not need the MC because they feel like they're in control over the whole session. Yes.
It's like finding a chef who eats a lot and they can cook. You get it? Like it's one whole thing. So that's what happens when you find a DJ who can also be on the microphone. Yeah.
Where does because to me it's something that is new. Where does this thing of a hype man come from? Because initially we had MCs. I think they were the ones who were first on the scene. Because to me, for the time when I've been following music, I've seen this more with the Kenyans. Looks like it's them who started it, and even when you hear most of the stories, people seem to suggest that the culture of hype men for us here in Uganda came from Kenya. I don't know where they adopted it as well, probably from the Caribbean nations. But where does this how can I say, this role
where does it come
evolve from? Yes, the role of the hype man.
From my perspective, I think it comes from dancehall, from the ragamuffins.
Yes.
It's most of those ragamuffin songs that have the hype. So when it switched from there, it went to hip hop. That's where you had all the Jay-Z's from, because even Jay-Z was a hype man.
Because when you mentioned the difference between a hype man and an MC. So these MCs, the ones we know at the wedding, who are giving us the whole list of...
Not specifically.
Yes, I'm coming, but then when you talk of MCs, there are also people in hip-hop who they say he's an MC, he's not a rapper, he's an MC. Is there a distinction between those two?
Yes. These MCs are rappers. They are categorized in rapping. The ones you're talking about, the ones that will be on the stage with the hip hop guys, those ones.
Yes.
But the MCs, or these other MCs we are talking about the MCs that will be hosting that show.
Yes.
The one will be telling you, oh, Bako is coming through, he's going to convey this jam, what you get. Now that is the one we are talking about. Then the hype man is the one who comes with the artist.
Yes.
On the stage.
Yes.
Some hype men back in the days used to have flags. Yeah? Because they refused the hype man to have the microphone, for him he's just going to come and wave.
And in that way, the people are getting energized and motivated by his
so I think you get where now what the hype man is. That is the main. That's the main job there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what qualities does a hype man need to have to say that one's top tier? Because one thing I've noticed about you as a hype man is that you're also good at singing. We've had the sessions where you're doing freestyles. It's not just about you speaking and making noise and all that, but you're also good with the microphone when you're doing those freestyles. Is that one of the qualities that someone should know? Should people be able to? I don't know if you have to cram lyrics or you need to know the song, because I need to know what's the difference between a top tier hype man and what are those qualities that you need to have? Do you just have to have energy? Where do you get that energy on a daily basis? Because it's not sustainable, but you have to. It's part of your work. You cannot be sad and then expect people to feel energized from your performance.
So from way back.
By the way, as we continue, you can enjoy some of the coffee, because eventually I'll ask for a few reviews of what you feel about
I've tried
this cup of coffee.
This is now like my fourth sip.
We're youngest, there's no crime. You sipped it like Jaja, Museveni. So,
I do. So from way back, I've loved the microphone.
Yes.
It's been my thing from like high school. Me, I used to announce for guys that their parents are coming. So when they would come, I would be on the microphone, and sometimes the teachers would come and they would be so happy. So they would award me for that.
Tamale, mama wali wanakunonya.
Wait, your mother is at it. No, me, I used to do it in English. That's where the whole problem came from.
Depends where you went to for school, Katife.
So your parent has come, what, Jangu, you come, you go to the office, go to what, so they would bring them cheats.
Is there any way that you're serving as a maybe communications prefect?
Nothing.
So it was just that period when they know there are gatherings in school that you choose.
That thing happened even by mistake. You get the first time it happened by mistake because we just put there the sound system. They usually play music, so me, I would just go there.
I don't want to take it as a mistake because I would think it's a natural calling because it cannot just happen to everybody.
Yo.
I guess if I were in the same situation with you, I wouldn't have taken up that opportunity. I cannot think of it as a mistake. I would want to think it is maybe natural calling that if you're going to be a hype man, it's always natural in you. Because, to be honest, there are not so many people who are doing that. Do we even have female hype men? I don't know if those ones are also there. Oh, I know one. I think Jolette. Jolette says she's a hype queen. Yeah, and she always has the energy, by the way. Yeah, so let's continue.
So, when I did that the first time, they even called me at the assembly. And the head teacher was like, hey, today we want to give thanks for this guy. Those are not the specific words she used, but that's what she meant. So I was like, is it? Okay. To me, it was not that serious. So the next time they had a talent show, I was the guy they called the office. They're like, so we want to organize a talent show. We need someone to do this and this and this and this. I was like, well, let me organize for this guy. We had a very colorful and very active talent show. So I was the MC. I was not the hype man.
Yeah,
I was the MC, and this was too much for everyone, including myself. They even gave us a kadanke, which was a miracle. Get. So we were like, okay. The next time, I was the guy they would call. So when the school even wanted to have a, how do they call this? The song, you know those songs that schools have of the Kabaka,
is it like
Catholic songs?
Like MDD? Is it like
no, like when
choir?
The school has it, the school choir.
Oh,
like
school
it has
choir,
a song,
yeah.
and they want to record it. As the guy they called for choreography. Of okay, these kids should do this and this and this and this. You get. So after doing all that, it's where I got the love from.
Which grade is that? Are we looking at primary or looking at secondary?
This is senior 6 year.
Okay.
So when I got done with my school, no, actually, before I did my papers, I had to make a decision to either become a hype man
or an astronaut,
or become my dad's son. Okay.
Yes.
Now, at that moment is when now I grew up. That is the time I grew up and I picked it.
Yeah, you need to choose.
I knew I have to do this for this. And I did my stuff.
Because
so, all that is now me.
Because unlike you, that's why I keep insisting that when you're going to do something, it's always a calling. For me, I would have wanted to do other things. But I found myself following my father's footsteps into the coffee industry and all that, right from not knowing where it's going to lead me, because years later I'm like, oh, this is where I needed to be, even whilst I wanted to be elsewhere. This is where I belong. So maybe you give me a few reviews on that coffee. How do you find it?
The coffee has no problem. No, me, I'm not that.
Were you expecting it to have problems?
I was expecting something very sour, but it's not that sour.
Shockingly, that coffee is coming from Indonesia. Yet, again, here in Uganda, in this country of ours, we do have coffees, but it is a shock to me that what we are consuming here is coming from Indonesia. It's a product on the market, so you can always find it in the shelves. It's called Indo Cafe. I loved it as well. There's just, I don't want to go into details, but I could say it is average. It's average there for me. That's what I would say. Probably maybe the preparation didn't come out as expected, but compared to what I've taken before, since me, I'm always into the world of coffee. Yeah. So I always want to use this opportunity for you people to also try and...
How sour does it need to be, like, on your side? Is it the sour, like, what is that thing
The
that
sourness doesn't really determine if the coffee is good or not, and neither does the bitterness. There are so many factors, but everybody loves their coffee their way. There are those who love it bitter, there are those who love it chocolate, there are those who love it nutty. Everybody.
There's even sweet.
Yeah, it's there. The aromas, the body, all those are details. But to an average consumer, it's just an ordinary drink. Because in other countries like Ethiopia, those people are really heavy consumers. Those guys will consume a coffee on a normal day out like as if it's beer. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Glad do you look forward to another cup, or this is the last of?
No, I might drink
because
some
I trust me and you share other...
Drink some coffee.
I trust me and you share other drinks other than coffee. So I don't think this is the last time that we are having this.
Yeah, man.
Okay, as we head back into our discussion that we're having, what do you think is... Because these other industries, we see them changing. We see the football, the tactics change. We see the music, the beats change. What is the future of hyping? What are those things you look at and feel like this is going to be the future, or this is where hyping is going to be in the years to come?
I feel like that role is dying because the purpose of it is dead.
Sure.
You get? There are very few people who actually understand music and understand what hyping is.
Yes.
So if there are certain parties I go to and hype, and you would think I'm not working.
Sure.
You get?
Yes.
But if it was recorded and they sent it back to you, or if you've been listening to the same song and you listen to it here, you'd feel like there is someone inside there making it a bit energetic. You get it? Not trying to stand out, but making the whole part of entertainment make sense.
Yes.
You get it? But now you'll find that most, I will not say all because I've not seen everyone, but most of the guys who are hyping right now are not actually hyping. They're actually just hosting something they don't know.
I think that's what makes it difficult for people to understand the role of hyping, because probably there are people who are not doing it well.
Because now, you see now, no one has a book for this.
Yes.
But the moment you understand the truth, like most of the answers just happen. You get? If you want to understand what hyping is, you cannot fight with the thought that you are an accessory for a DJ. You are an accessory for the artist. They can choose not to have you, but you cannot choose not to have them.
Sure.
You get? It's not the other way around. So the moment you understand that, everything works out. You'll understand what being a hype man is now.
Okay, like in every industry, there are always people that maybe when someone is going to do a profession, there are people they always look out to. For example, me, I can say when I wanted to enter this industry, I was inspired by my dad because he's one of those people who have been in the industry of coffee. As for you, are there hype men who you looked out to when you're growing up, or those who you still look up to now? Those who gave you the inspiration of, if this person is doing it, I can also do it, or I can get to where they are as well, because I believe every industry has the forefathers and people have been there before.
Can I answer for him?
Please.
No, actually, my guy was Hypeman School.
Where is he from? Where does he dwell?
Hypeman School is an American. Me, I know him as an American, but he's a hype man.
Yeah.
But the thing I loved about him is, because me, I love DJing.
Yes.
By the way, the people who actually studied with me, my senior 1 to senior 4, would tell you that the first time when we entered class, senior 1, and they asked all of us, what do you want to be when you grow up? Me, mine was, I want to be an international DJ.
And you can DJ.
And you can still.
You get it. But the problem I had, my dreams are a bit extra.
Yeah.
And I understood my dreams are a bit extra. I need to first calm down. You get it. I need to first calm down and understand things on my own. Like, the reality pace. You get? So
When I asked about if they are, when I asked what's the future of emceeing, or rather hyping, you told me looks like the future is a bit.
dead. It's not a beat, it is dead. 'Cause
So
when
you
it's-
want to tell me there are no young MCs that are out there who you look at and feel like maybe, this one is really good. Because when you get at a certain level, you can easily identify somebody else who has a talent just like you are.
True. And that should come so easy. Because talent can recognize talent.
Sure.
You get? You don't need to see too much. A person can just do something small and you're like, with proper training, this can end up as a nice product.
Like me.
You get?
Yeah.
Like me.
But the problem we have here is you can't even ask another hype man or another person that, like, what inspires you to be a hype man? And they would not have an answer for you.
Sure. Yeah.
Because they are not having any hype men they look up to.
Yeah. Sure.
Most of the MCs in Uganda were inspired by Cats.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he did a lot for him to be recognized as MC Cats. And most MCs wanted to be like him. That's where they all went wrong. You could not be like him. Yes, you could pick some few things from him, but you can't be like him.
And in that way, you would assume they are not evolving.
You get?
Yes.
And when he started doing his thing, he started being a manager for artists for whatever
He got
reasons.
into some other things.
Yes,
Yes.
for whatever reasons he had. And it also took him on his path.
Yes.
Now, we also had the ESCOs, you get?
Yes.
And most people even thought that ESCO was working with Cats and what. But these were two different MCs who MC'd differently.
Yes.
You get? So you'll find that there is a whole squad of people who want to be like those. Then there's also Disease, there's Saint Trevor, there are the MC Olo.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
there's-
seen all those.
Great. The list is a bit.
I think I've seen Fonta
Yes.
as well.
The Fonta, I work with Fonta.
Yeah.
There's Fonta
His
and
name is Fonta Fanta.
Fonta. Man, don't do it. But there's also that type of MCs.
Yes.
You get?
Yes. Who can still energize the crowd?
Now, me, I'm going to tell you something funny. It is only when Hypeman Paul came through that all posters started having Hypeman.
Facts.
You get?
Facts, bro.
That one you can look for it.
Sure. Yeah.
Because all these guys tried to do this. You get? It is only when I worked with a band from Swans Avenue that now we have MCs who work with bands.
Facts.
You get?
Yeah.
And it is not because we are showing off, but for us, we come from a world that is creative,
Yes.
that we can bond with creativity. If creativity is there, we can make a product out of it. Now, me, I want you to tell me which young MCs do you think are thinking the same way we are talking here?
Surely I don't see any on the scene.
Okay, you see?
Yeah.
But then you have not met everyone.
I have not met everyone, but with the little research and knowledge that I've tried to obtain, there are not so many. I think I want to mention to you Jolette being a hype queen, and she really has the energy. I've seen her. Other than her, I do not know any. The rest are just MCs for events and not really anyone out there who you can say, yeah, they won't make it. Okay, as we wind down this episode.
But I love the coffee, man. I'm nearly finishing this again.
Yeah, Kayongeze. But as we finish, I just wanted to know, where is Hypeman in the next 5 years? What is next in the next 5 years? Or what is the future of you as Hypeman? Are we expecting another Hypeman in your line to come through? What are your plans, basically?
Me as Hypeman Paul, the main purpose I have is to keep good energy.
Sure.
That's one of, if we are talking about the brand, because the Hypeman Paul is a brand, that's not me, it's a brand, it's a own entity of its own. Hypeman Paul is to keep good energy. You get?
Yeah.
Hypeman Paul is to keep positivity. keep you in check and to keep you in the roots of the craft, you get. As much as we are entertaining, but we are still showing people that, yo, we might not be in the biggest places you'd want us to be, but you can find us where we are if you need to feel the good energy.
You as Hypeman Paul, what gives you satisfaction in your role as a hype man? What brings you satisfaction?
When I've left and someone tells me, man, good, I came here, I've messed up, but I've had a good time.
Yeah.
I've had a good time. That's
because
my,
I believe
that's
then
my juice.
that's what fuels you to go. Because for me, what fuels me to go is knowing that maybe I nurtured someone or I taught them. That's what gives me satisfaction in what I do. If I know that on my list I've added another person who I've nurtured, or they are doing whatever they are doing because of me, that's what gives me satisfaction as an individual.
I feel like I don't need to teach you. You being around me being around you is enough to feed your brain.
Yeah.
For you to see it. There's no gift I can give you more than that.
Yes.
The rest, I would give it to you and judge you in the end.
Sure.
You get? Because it would feel bad if I came here and told you, you can do this and this and this and this, without me thinking about, are you capable of this? So me, when I look around all the MCs, yes, I know their problems and I know how to fix them. But the problem is, after fixing, what am I fixing? Am I making a dragon? Or am I making a lion? You get? Because sometimes there are people who don't need to be put out of the hole.
Yeah.
Because when they come out of there, they can become demons. You get? Someone, you see, if I overgive you this coffee every day for free, the day I will not give you that coffee is the day you start thinking ill about me.
Sure. And that is
the day you even think about, has this guy been dragging me all this time?
That is the nature of humans.
You
Once you take away what they are used to,
you create problems.
Yeah.
So it's better to just chill and just see it from there until that person feels like this is what they need. Then now we can have that conversation.
Okay. Any parting shots to just understand we've said there may not be young MCs there, but if someone is watching, are there any parting shots that you would give out to people out there, or even the people who listen to this podcast? And maybe we can close the chapter today.
Do not think I'm quoting you or doing anything weird, but I've not said there are no hard MCs. I've said we have just not seen any. They might be there. You might be there. Anga, you're a good hype man. You're a good MC. I'm not the one who gives the certificates. No. Me, I'm just Hypeman Paul. You get? I'm being honest.
Exactly.
You get? You must be there. You might be there and you're the hardest guy. You are proving that you are the hardest guy. You must be able to break these boundaries we have created for you. For you. And the more as we are growing, it's the more now we are leaving you these more big walls. Because for you to have a conversation with us and sit in the same dimension with us, you need to be smart enough to sit with us. So if you're thinking about doing what we do, you must put in time. Put in time, educate yourself, and be positive. Yeah,
okay. Akatale Keka, just like any industry, of course you mentioned boundaries. What challenges do hype men face, by the way? What challenges are faced in that industry? As
most hype men are still young. All of the hype men who are above 35 right now have problems.
For me,
the one I know, is Hypeman Party Time. You get? That was one of the Katiate Hypeman Party Time. Don't you your cats? Never you Hypeman Party Time. That guy was hard. You get?
Sure.
But the more you grow up, if you have not seen this in a business perspective, because you need to see it in a business perspective, and you know that whatever I'm doing, the time I'm putting in to listen to this music, the time I'm putting in to find out what people like these days,
study the flow.
You need to be able to account for all of that.
So you need to look it up. You need to look at it as a profession, as a job, not anything part-time.
Thank you. You need to value yourself and monetize it. When these guys grow up, you get, They will find those challenges. They are going to get families. You get? Kids need school fees. Your wife needs to be taken care of. You need to pay rent. In all that time, you need enough money to take care of all these human beings. And plus, remember, you also have the backup debt.
Sure.
Unless you don't have them. You get? But, you need to, you get? You have siblings. You need money. And for the only way you can get money is to entertain. Your job is to entertain. So you'll find that most of these guys leave the path. And it becomes harder when you're growing. It's fun when you're still single, when you are still, So you find that these guys will fail. You still get it? Because they need out of money to take care of this family they have. Now, how much money do you think you need to make? How many days do you think you need to work to make that money? If it's the only job you're doing, that means at least you need to work every day and get like 500K every day. Then you're able to sustain your family peacefully, and you also have
And in the
peace.
process, you have to invest again in the job that you're doing, because there's no job where you do not invest again.
You need to think about microphones.
Yes.
You need to know, hey, okay, my voice can deal with this microphone. Oh, my voice needs to be tuned to this. So that means I need to practice this tone for a while so that your voice is, a
Top
key.
notch,
You
yeah.
know your key.
Yeah.
I can't do beyond this. Now, me being able to sing is because me, I can sing, but I don't want to be an artist. You get it? I don't want to be an artist because artists go through too much, and I feel like I'm a very calm person, very peaceful, so I would not want to go there. I'd rather be a hype man than... So, yes.
Okay.
But before I forget, the young ones don't know these things because they have not yet entered this sphere. You get? They have not seen these problems. And these old guys are not telling them things. You get? They're not telling them that, man, you get someone pregnant.
But before you go any further, are they seeking for that knowledge or information?
They are superstars. You
Because
get?
there's a possibility of us blaming them not to understand or not to understand the situation that you guys go through as you grow older. But then there's a perspective of them not wanting to know how this is done.
But I think that shouldn't be an excuse. When someone is really chasing after something, they'll break all barriers to try and get to it. You cannot tell me you're doing a role or you're performing a role where you know there are people who do it and you've never bothered to consult. It's not them to come and look out for you. If you know someone, just like he said, you need to be looking up to someone that you either see on TV or see wherever you have to see, or meet them to try and understand or get some bit of knowledge from them. So I don't think that is supposed to be an excuse for the people who are trying to get into this. Yes, Hypeman, ngatumaliriza. We've seen recently. I was watching somewhere on social media. I saw the mechanics, their union. They went to the president and they gave their views. We've seen the artists. They have a federation. Are you people under the federation of the artists? And if the Hypemen have their association, any quarter centers go quarter centers are government over.
So
where do you people fall? Because it looks like nowadays to get the money from the president, you need to fall under somewhere.
Do we even need money from the president now?
It has become a trend. It has become a trend. So that's why I'm asking them, are they part of the federation of music? Where do you people fall as a profession?
So back in COVID, when we had COVID,
Yes.
MCs came together and created an MCs association, what.
Even DJs.
And somehow there was a very large number of MCs in that group.
Who you've never seen?
Yes. Now me, I'm very realistic. You'd rather lie to me when I'm knowing that you're lying. Just tell me, hype, I'm going to lie to you, but I want you to accept. You'd rather tell me that than lie to me and I see it or I find out.
Yeah.
I would categorize you in a certain, you see, like the way DJs have folders. I would like put you in a certain folder. I know this person is this. You get it? That is me. I will not come and tell you because I know that is your behavior. I don't want to change you. I want to see you the way you are, so that when you're calling me, I'm seeing you and I know what you're doing.
Smart, alert.
You get it?
Yeah.
Now, these MCs have this group. It has all these hard guys and what and what. I told these guys, you know what? In this Uganda, all of us who are in here, except I think Cats.
Yeah.
But everyone inside here is an upcoming MC. And just know, it was war. In that group, it was war. So, as all these guys are saying things, what, Hypeman, what? I am looking at my phone, I'm like, but I am in this association, and I don't think if anyone in Uganda looks for a hype man, they would first call these guys. I don't think. You get it? And if that will happen, then I should pay and be in it. If there is an amount that is going to be required, I should pay and be in it. Because I know before anyone else gets a job in Uganda, they will first call the association.
To confirm.
I'll even go with a card that proves that, hey, I'm the guy. You get it? This is like a company. I'm like, I am the guy. Hey, I need the job. But if that is not what is going to be happening, I don't think I should be in this group. So me, what I did, I exited. Because I told them the fact of, we are all upcoming MCs here. You get it?
For sure, when you're doing something, you can always feel when you're in a place where the energy is low. So you could see the hypocrisy, you could see the lies, You could see the lies, like you feel like you're not in the right place. Your energy.
So me, I understood and I was
repels.
Like, I don't want to see these people as bad people.
Yeah.
That is not the case.
But they are not on the right path or they're not on the right purpose.
But whatever is inspiring them is not what is inspiring me. You get it?
The aspirations are different.
So I think we should just part ways in simple terms.
And in good faith.
So I left. Me, I'm a very peaceful guy. So I left them there. Me, I started doing my thing. But I promised them one thing before I left. I almost forgot. I told them, in 1 year, we are going to understand who is doing the right thing here. You get it? And in that next year, I was with Swans, working with the band, and all that stuff. And none of them was doing that. They were actually coming to watch.
Yes.
You get it?
Wow,
and understand it. So, me, I'm not there to over-argue, my main point is to prove my point.
Yes.
Me, I'll do my part. If it is doing my part...
You need to live, you need to walk the talk.
Thank you.
Yes.
And if whatever I was doing or whatever I do is not right, then I would not be having people who are actually doing things in extraordinary ways, appreciating my stuff. You get it? So, in all that circus, where do you think you're seeing the next Hypeman Paul? Or the person who is claiming to be Hypeman Paul? Because 90% of this country's MCs and who are running on part of my script.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
You'll find a word I've said today,
somebody is using
someone else doing it.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad thing, because they also need to make a living.
Yeah.
You get it? But me, it also gives me the high hopes of hype. Whatever you're doing, whatever energy you don't have that you feel that you need, you don't need that. You just need to look at what is going on. And you'll be like, hey, so whatever I'm doing is relevant. They are feeding on it.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
I can also do it. But you'll find that there are guys who are like, we don't need that guy. The other one can work for us. You get? Because I can't be good for everyone.
Sure.
But I can give you information that can be good for you and feed those. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nice conversation, Hypeman. It was nice meeting you and
blessing,
sharing your insight about your personal life.
Yeah, man.
Guys, Thank you for watching. I want to remind you to please always remember to subscribe, comment, and give us your reviews. Let's see where we can improve. And as I told you, we always keep getting better and we always don't get better. Thank you, and looking forward to getting your comments. And yeah, we see how to improve. Any parting shots for the people out there?
Yo.
Don't forget to tell them about Spanish Town as always. Where do they find you, by the way? If someone wants to enjoy the experience of Hypeman Paul, where will they find you as we finalize all this?
Now, my name is Hypeman Paul. Live and direct, straight out of Uganda, real bad man, real. You can check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, anywhere. Look for Hypeman Paul. You can even just Google it, you'll get everything. If you want to see me work my works, I host. If you want to see me host, you can come to Spanish Town, Sundays in Kingston. If you want to see me on the mic, come to Thrones on Fridays, or you can come to Kings Park on Saturdays. I'll be there with several DJs. So, yeah, if you need Hypeman Paul, that is it. Unless you want to call me, not today, just stick on the socials.
Amen. Salam.